Ladies and gentlemen, sit back, relax, and get ready for another edition of Worthless Sports Card Breaks.
Welcome in, guys, to another edition of RBLR Sports Worthless Sports Card Breaks. My name is Eureka, and I love opening up these sports cards, and we have a very good treat for the wrestling fans out there like myself. We have the very first Upper Deck AEW trading cards. These are highly anticipated. I know they were supposed to come out late last year. They kept getting pushed back for various reasons, but we have in our possession the very first AEW trading cards, and this is a hobby box that we purchased. It's going to be pretty cool. There's a few packs in here. There's about 8 cards per pack with a good base set as well as some parallels. So what's really cool is there are quite a few different parallels, whether it's a different color or the big, I guess the ones that I'm looking for are the ones that have their finishing move right underneath their name. So we're looking for autographs, we're looking for relics, we're looking for parallels. This should be pretty fun. This is going to be a set that I am trying to put together 100%. I guess there's a few cards in here that there's a couple little sets of art that I wasn't so keen on. We will get into all that. We'll talk about the artwork. We'll talk about these pictures. We'll talk about these wrestlers. And let's just get right into it. So I'm a huge pro wrestling fan. And so I was very, very stoked to hear that Upper Deck was going to do these cards. Topps owns the rights, or at least they used to own the rights to the WWE cards, and maybe we'll open some of those up later on. But All Elite Wrestling is the hottest thing in pro wrestling right now. I dig this box. We'll open this up, because what's cool is it kind of looks like like a retail box, where if you wanted to display this, if you wanted to have this sitting on your desk or something, we can do this. And now we've got a cool little. I'll rotate that. So we've got Sting and Kenny Omega and Britt Baker looking at us. Now, what I've seen from looking at other videos of this is that these 2 packs on top typically are the ones that have the hits inside of them. So we will actually, we'll wait on these. We'll put these off to the side. These will be our last 2 packs, but everything else we're going to open right up. So I guess we'll start. I'll put the box over here. We'll start with these packs. Let's talk about this. So we've got Sting and Kenny Omega and Britt Baker with this kind of shiny blue foil here. Yeah, I dig this. On the back, you've got the logo of AEW, the Upper Deck, and the odds. I guess let me get this on screen. So if you want to pause that and read that, great. But see how easy these things are to open. From the top, yeah. Ooh. So you gotta be very delicate with these. And I'm already clumsy as it is, so we'll have a pretty good thing. So the very first cards, we have the Butcher. And so this is the regular base set here. Here's Matt Hardy. And you can see there's this blue on the base set, this nice like cerulean blue. And then Matt Hardy, these are it's a series called the Magazine. So All Elite Wrestling Magazine. They have a little headline, and there are, different sets of this. Oh, here we go. This is, really cool. So my very first parallel here is a Mr. Brody Lee Tribute Gold card. Let's get that a little closer. This is awesome, man. Brody Lee, a big star in the making. Very, very well respected. I guess this will be a good opportunity to see the back. So on the back of each one of these cards, you have the picture, some statistics about that wrestler, and then a little kind of 1 or 2 sentence dialogue here. The other thing that's really cool about these is that at the bottom of the card, it says first edition. So let's just say first edition, so that you know. I'm going to put that off to the side. And right after that, here's another parallel for us. This is Dustin Rhodes, right? And if you look, you've got these, I guess this is the pyro parallel, because you've got these like fireworks going off in the background there. Super cool parallel of the natural Dustin Rhodes. This is another set that's in here, these main features. We've got Dax Harwood. There are some parallels of this. That's the base, though. Here's Jake Hager and Colt Cabana. On the back of these magazine cards, they've got just like a little kind of a halftone comic book looking thing there. That's pretty cool. So, all right. I got to get the hang of these. Usually I'll get into a nice little swing of opening these, but I mean, a lot of these cards are going to be considered the rookie cards for a lot of these. So for investors or whatnot, this is going to be a lot of rookie cards in this set. So I want to be very delicate. There might be some of these that we have for the personal collection, but if we do want to trade these or sell these, I want them to be in good condition. So here's Alex Reynolds. There's Trent Beretta. Evil Uno in a gold parallel. These are cool, and the Darby Allin after it. So here is another subset called the UD Canvas, and I don't know if you can really tell with the light here, but they're kind of this like kind of a canvassy material, and this is Ty Conti making her way away from NXT in the WWE system and becoming an even bigger star and really a better performer overall in All Elite Wrestling. So these are very, very kind of rare here. These are the top rope cards, top rope subset with Darby Allin. That's going to be a big card. Kind of separate that. There's John Silver's base, and we had the Butcher already. Now we have the Blade, and we have Jake the Snake Roberts. Pretty cool, so far I've seen from other people opening these that in these boxes you shouldn't have a lot of duplicates, which, I'm probably jinxing myself, but I am trying to build this set one way or another, and, if you get the same cards over and over and over, it's kind of like, I know this is gambling anyway, opening cards, but sometimes it's just a little too unfair. Here's Paul Turner. This is cool, having the referees that have their own names and personalities and whatnot goes a long way, and now we got referee cards. Here's Chuck Taylor. We had Trent, now we have him. Tully, Blanchard, gold parallel, very, very nice. Another Dustin Rhodes, but this is, there's a little bit of this is like this must be this is the pyro parallel. I'll show you. That's the pyro parallel with like those kind of explosions versus the fireworks parallel. If I can get my light to get it. There we go. Boom. So now we have two parallels of the natural. Pretty cool. Right underneath that we have a Brandy Rhodes main features. And a Darby Allin, and I think this is a parallel. Yeah, so if you can tell, main features is kind of a silvery, where this Darby Allin has a rainbow, kind of rainbow foil to it. So that's a really cool, here, I'll put this to the side. But that's a really cool parallel. Kenny Omega base set, and the Nightmare Family's leader there, Cody Rhodes. I don't think that they had guaranteed that you're going to get an autograph in, I guess it was one per case. So we're hoping that this hobby box that we got is the one that's got the auto. Let's see, Lance Archer here. Darby Allin base. We haven't seen one of these yet. The Lucha Brothers tag teams. Penta El Zero and Rey Fenix. And here's Rey Fenix right after that with a gold parallel. Pretty awesome. Orange Cassidy main features. Sami Guevara. FTR. And Isaiah Cassidy. So the parallel of the finishers is one that I'm really, really looking forward to. They're pretty rare, and what they basically are is, I'll show you in this Stu Grayson here, is that at the bottom where there's this blue line, there would be text. It would say the name of, Stu Grayson or Cash Wheeler's finisher there. So here's Rey Fenix gold parallel on the magazine. And here's a Sting magazine fireworks parallel. Yeah, boy. Pretty cool on that one. Here's a Nyla Rose main features. Here's John Moxley's base card. Love it. Here's Le Champion, Chris Jericho with the belt and the magazine. And then Joey, the bad boy, Janela. So, we're about halfway through, and, not a lot of duplicates. Pretty cool here. Here's Sami Guevara magazine. As I'm looking at these, they look a little better in person than they do on some of these videos that I've watched, but I still think these are very underwhelming. The text, I think, is the big thing, and, even just having this white text on the picture, yeah, and like putting the magazine over the side, it doesn't look like they took as much time as I think they would have done in there. Here is the Mr. Brody Lee base card. Evil Uno. Dax Harwood, beautiful picture, that gold parallel with Dax holding the Tag Team World Championship. Here's a cool one, Ricky Starks UD canvas card. If he's got as bright of a future as I think he has, that's going to be a pretty solid one to have. Darby Allin main features. Dr. Britt Baker DMD. And, of course, Mr. Badass Billy Gunn. So as you can see, there's a lot of parallels, a lot of cool shiny foil cards, especially if for kids. Well, for ones that maybe aren't collecting the autos and the relics and stuff like that, it's pretty cool to have some shiny cards in here. Tully Blanchard base card, Rey Fenix base card, the Young Bucks gold parallel tag team. That's awesome. And here's another set. I won't be collecting a lot of these, but this is the Rhodes to Success. It's going to have kind of defining moments in Cody Rhodes over the last year or so. And I get two of them in the same. Oh, one's a parallel. So here's the silver, and then right after it, the exact same card with a kind of a rainbow parallel. Those aren't numbered or anything. Here's QT Marshall, Dr. Britt Baker in the magazine, and Miro. All right, we'll move into the other side set here that we had. I'll just get this out of the way. Hope you guys are having a lot of fun, relaxing, wherever you're watching this. If you're watching this on your lunch break, or if you're hanging out at home, we appreciate you taking time. We also have podcasts. We are a Tampa Bay area sports fans, so we've got shows about our local sports teams: the Tampa Bay Rowdies, the Tampa Bay Lightning, the Tampa Bay Rays, and of course the Buccaneers, who unfortunately did not make it to the NFC Championship this game. But pretty good time to be a Tampa Bay sports fan. So if you're into that, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and check out some of the other content we have here. Here's Wardlow. This is going to be one of the bigger... I think this is going to be a collector's for this. This is the base card, but of course the gold parallels and things like that. It's going to be a big card. I'm going to just kind of put that off to the side. Here's Nick Jackson magazine. Start moving these kind of over here. Here is the Bunny base. And I love that I got this card. This is for the personal collection here. Tony Schiavone gold parallel. Yeah, man. Tony, the voice, one of the voices of my childhood for sure. It's always good to go back and kind of watching that old WCW stuff and hearing him get super excited even when there's a bunch of crap going on in the ring. But it's hearing him and Jim Ross and Excalibur has been a welcome addition for All Elite Wrestling. So here we go. So this is one of the parallels. This is the finisher parallel. So this is SCU showing Frankie Kazarian and Scorpio Sky. But if you look right there, it says SCU later as their finisher. That is a parallel with the finishing move. Love it. Here's Matt Jackson, Ortiz, and Matt Jackson base card. What I do, another thing I like about this set is that each tag team member has their own individual card, and then the tag teams have their own set of cards as well. So if you're in a tag team, then you got double the cards in this set. And I guess the main features would be an area of a kind of a subset where the single stars get their shine. But here is Colt Cabana, ECW legend Taz, a gold parallel of Santana. Oh, here we go. This is going to be a big card, I think, for collectors, as well as the Anna J UD Canvas. These UD Canvas cards just have really spectacular photography. I'm a pretty big fan of all the photography in these cards so far. There hasn't been, that's not my gripe. Some of the art design is a little iffy. With this being the first ever set, I would hope that they would have gone above and beyond. The magazine cards are probably my worst, but these main features I think are okay. Here's Chris Jericho. See, my cat, she agrees with me too. So here's Justin Roberts, another one of the crew cards, and Anna J base, and John Moxley holding pretty platinum, the AEW championship right there. Pretty cool. So I am hoping that I am super lucky and get more than just one hit here. Oh, here we go. Big card for me in the personal collection. Luchasaurus, one of the cooler things. If I was a kid, man, Luchasaurus would definitely be my favorite wrestler. Here's Mr. Brody Lee in the magazine. Brian Cage with the FTW championship. Here's Nyla Rose gold parallel of the magazine. Lance Archer with a cool, this is the fireworks parallel. Trying to get it in the light there, but fireworks parallel. Scorpio Sky, Frankie Kazarian, his old teammate, and then the current tag team champions of All Elite Wrestling. That is Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus, the Jurassic Express. Yeah, so as I'm kind of mentally checking off the checklist here, like I got a lot of the set kind of out of the way here. Here's Private Party's tag team card, Mark Quinn, and there's Christopher Daniels right after that. Kip Sabian, who we haven't seen a lot of recently, gold parallel MJF, Maxwell Jacob Friedman, another big card in this set. I would consider these his rookie cards. Here's Hangman Adam Page. His main features, he is the current AEW champion, and another one that people are going to be collecting. Ricky Starks. Riho with the women's championship belt around her waist. And Hikaru Shida Also, she's another woman who took the AEW Women's Championship. So, yeah. I want to protect those corners. Here's MJF's magazine card. Penta El Zero Miedo, or Pentagon Jr., depending on where you're wrestling in the world. Here is the gold parallel of SCU's tag team card. Again, doesn't have the finisher down there, but there's that. Here is, oh yeah, here we go. The Enforcer, Arn Anderson, in a parallel with the Pyro, a little bit of a reddish tint to it. Pyro parallel of armed Anderson. Gotta put that down here. Put him in the corner there. Here's another Roads to Success card of Cody Rhodes when he became the TNT champion. Here's Nyla Rose parallel with the rainbow. There's Mark Quinn's single card. And Jungle Boy, another big name out of this set as a rookie. Yeah. I mean, we'll see how the how the fans take to some of these guys, but Jungle Boy definitely one of, along with Darby Allin, one of the originals, I guess you would call them, of AEW. It's not like anyone really knew their names beforehand on television from any of the other companies that have been on worldwide television. So here we go. We got Big Swole, the Icon, Sting, talking about people you know from television. Of course, Sting, the Icon of WCW and WWE later on. Here is Orange Cassidy. It's another big original star, I guess, of AEW. Nyla Rose's gold parallel here. She's a fan. I can hear my little baby girl. She's meowing at her favorite wrestler, I guess. Here's Arn Anderson with this is a different parallel. This is the Fireworks parallel of Arn Anderson. I love it. Colt Cabana main features. Good old JR. Jim Ross. Gotta have him on here. And then one of the creepier female wrestlers in the world is Abaddon. Amazing makeup job. I'm not a big fan of like spooky things in wrestling or whatnot, but I mean, you see Abaddon's entrance and it's kind of bone chilling. So we got to cut one more pack left until we get to our top two packs that we had that should have all of our hits on them. So let's see what we can get in this last pack before we get into that. This is Matt Jackson with his magazine card. Ty Conti's base card that we haven't seen yet. Wardlow gold parallel. That is awesome. And oh yeah, one of my favorite cards in the set, the Tony Schiavone UD canvas card. I'm a huge Tony Schiavone mark, so this has actually been really, really fun getting all these Tony cards here. Here's Sean Spears. Here's Darby Allin that we talked about with the magazine. Here's Pac. We haven't seen him yet in the set. And the Inner Circle tag team of Santana and Ortiz. Pride and Powerful. Kind of surprising that that's not their tag team name on this card. But considering whenever they put all this stuff together, maybe they hadn't debuted that yet. So let's do the right, and then we'll do the left. So these were at the very top, if you've been watching this all the way through. This was at the very, very top of the hobby box. So I want to be very careful. If you are in a card shop and you're going to go buy maybe a single pack of these, make sure that they are the top two. Otherwise, you're not going to get any of the hits or really, really rare things in here. So our first card in this pack is SCU. Here's Nyla Rose's base card. Here's a Brandy Rhodes gold parallel. Here is a Penelope Ford. We haven't seen her yet. This is a parallel of Penelope Ford. Here is the top rope card of Mark Quinn. Here we go. We haven't seen Chris Statlander yet. Here is the Cody Rhodes base card. Give her a treat. It's Cody Rhodes, and then the base card, or the base magazine card of Kenny Omega. All right, a nice little stack. And so this is our last pack of the evening. Really appreciate you taking the time here. This should have, we're supposed to be guaranteed some pretty rare stuff in this, so we'll see. But so far, I'm very, very happy with what we've got. If there's one more thing you can do, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. That way you can get this kind of content. Hit that like button so that we know that you like this kind of stuff. We love opening cards we've done baseball, football, hockey, you name it. This is the first time we've done wrestling. Do you want to see more wrestling? Well, let us know. So, very last pack here, we've got the Dark Order, Stu Grayson and Evil Uno. We haven't seen that tag team card yet. We have a gold parallel of Sami Guevara's magazine. And here we go. This is one of the... Oh, they look so cool. Man, these... I can't really... I want to get it on the camera for you and maybe like rotate it around. These do not... I don't think they're really that good on camera, but in real life, these Wednesday in action, it looks like... it looks like it's in like a frame, like it's a shadow box or something. They're a little thicker cards. These are very, very, very rare in this in the box. You're not guaranteed one. So Wednesday in action of Scorpio Sky. Oh yeah, you can see it's a little bit of a thicker card than normal. On the back here, Scorpio Sky. Boom. Very, very cool. Our last couple cards here are Ricky Stark's main features. And flexing us on out is Nick Jackson. All in all, really, really cool set. The artwork is phenomenal. The photography is phenomenal. The artwork is pretty solid. It doesn't get in the way too much. I wish, like I said, the magazine cards were just a little better, but the top rope sets, the Wednesday in action are awesome. The UD canvas is the star, and the pyro parallels and the fireworks parallels and all that stuff, pretty cool to have. So a little bit of legends, a little bit of the future, a lot of rookie cards in this set. I would say go and grab these if you can. I know that the price has shot up on a lot of these, but it's just a really cool set. And if you're into wrestling like I am, you can't miss out on this exciting time for All Elite Wrestling, and as well as it being the very first set. So from all of us here at RBLR Sports, we say thank you for hanging out with us. And like I said, hit that like button. Let us know that you like this. What's your favorite card? Drop it in the comments. What was your favorite card that we pulled? And what have you pulled? What's a card that you have out of your collection here in the Upper Deck All Elite Wrestling Series 1? So again, from all of us here at RBLR, we say thank you, and we'll catch you next time.
Thank you for tuning into this presentation by RBLR Sports. On your way out of the stadium, please remember to like and subscribe.